Good evening, everyone. I'd like to call to order the board meeting of the Vallecitos Water District this August 20th, 2025 at 5 p.m. Warm welcome we extend to all those that are here, staff and employees, and welcome, Kirsten. It's always good to have you. Before we begin, I would like to announce that members of the public may watch the meeting via computer or smart device by going to the district's website and clicking on the Watch Live icon. And I've asked our world-renowned Chris Robbins to lead us in the pledge.
Hand on your heart, eyes on the flag, ready, begin.
I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Robbins. Appreciate that. Directors, please indicate your attendance. As I can already see, there is 3 of us here. And maybe we'll just do a quick roll call. Or there we go.
We're all absent.
Hit yours, yeah. So we've got myself and Director Elitharp and Director Kirschbaum here with Director Hernandez having car troubles and might arrive later or might not arrive, depending on how quick this meeting goes. And then we said our goodbyes to Director Tiffany Boyd-Hodgins last time. So we do have a quorum, 3 of us here. Thank you. Do we have any additions to the agenda?
No, sir.
May I have a motion to adopt the agenda for the regular meeting, August 20th, 25?
So moved.
Moved by Director Elitharp.
Second.
Seconded by Director Kirschbaum. Please vote. Motion passes. Any public speakers?
No, sir.
Thank you. Consent calendar. Any items to be pulled, or may I have a motion to approve the consent calendar as presented?
So moved.
Moved by Director Kirschbaum.
Second.
Seconded by Director Elitharp. Please vote. Motion passes 3-0 as shown. Thank you. We're moving right along. Action items. We should have a pretty quick agenda item here. First of all, this is regarding the Division 5 board vacancy with the moving of Director Boyd-Hodgins. Do we have any public speakers on this agenda item?
No, sir.
Any questions from the board on this item? So what basically, I guess we do need to discuss. Our only discussion is we have 2 options.
Yes, so with the Director Boyd-Hodgins moving on and the vacancy of Division 5, the board has a couple options before it. Basically, the main option that is being considered is a possible appointment. If the board elects to move forward with appointment, then scheduled would be for our September 17th meeting to have interviews and possibly even swear in a new board member on the meeting of the 17th. There's also a special election option. We did talk to the county board register of voters, and they estimated the pricing at between $225,000 and $450,000, 130-day window. I think the staff report lays out kind of the timing of that. And the third non-option, if the board does not take action, then the Board of Supervisors of the county can appoint somebody to the board. And I believe that's a 60-day to make that determination. With that, it's really up to board discussion. If it is an appointed position, that person would have to rerun for election in 2026. If successful, or whoever the successful candidate would also have to rerun in 2028 to get back on the normal cycle.
So they would have to, okay. So even if they're appointed, they would still have to run in 2026?
Yes.
Gotcha. Interesting. I didn't know that. Okay. Thank you. We'll have maybe a little small discussion. My question is, though, with an appointment process, this member does need to live within the boundaries of the division, not just within the district's area?
Yes, they have to be a resident of Division 5.
They have to be a resident of the division, different than what we talked, okay. Discussion.
Can you talk a little bit about the appointment process? So is there like a standard template that the district uses, and what are we asking for from citizens? How many days are we required to give notice? when we accept applications? Do board members review them right away? Those kind of things. Can you kind of go over the process?
Sure, Jim, you want to take it?
Well, there's no required process. You can set the process as you'd like it to be. I think in the past, trying to remember last time we did this, the board basically solicited interest and folks submitted letters of interest, and then they came to the board and we had a basically like a job interview process, and then the board made the selection. You do need to post the vacancy and let folks know that it's available and that you're going to take action to fill it.
Yeah, the district would advertise it, and there's a requirement for posting in 3 conspicuous areas. Applications would have a deadline. Once received, that would be shared with the board at appropriate time in time for the board meeting. Last time we did it, and the few other times I've been involved in it here at Vallecitos, there's an interview process in which we bring the members of, not the members, but the applicants in. We ask the other applicants to leave the boardroom voluntarily, and there's an interview process. I work with the board on some of the interview questions, and at the end of it, at the board's pleasure, if the board wants to make a decision, they make a decision on what applicant they want to move forward and appoint. And assuming that moves forward, then that applicant can be sworn in and actually seated for the remainder of the meeting.
Thank you. Any other questions, comments? I mean, we have a unique situation where you went through this, what, 3 years ago, maybe?
Gosh, two and a half.
2.5 years ago?
2.5 years ago, yeah.
So I would like to just ask you, how was that process for you? Is there anything you'd like to change, or did you like it? Was it fair?
Yeah, no, I
I
think
just want to make it fair.
as far as from the perspective as an applicant
Correct.
for the position,
Correct.
I'm just trying to remember what the application looked like. I think the application was pretty thorough. I feel like maybe there was some questions that I asked for, maybe like a resume, a letter, something like that. I mean, I think it was good that each applicant got the opportunity to speak, and I liked that we took turns, because I would have been really uncomfortable saying, I mean, I was already really nervous, but having to do that in front of the other applicants would have been tough too. So obviously it's a public meeting and anybody has the right to stay, but that was kind of a nice thing. Yeah, I mean, I think it was fine, yeah.
Interesting. I mean, no, we haven't talked, but I would like to move forward with, appointment process for sure, instead of special election, as soon as possible, and do similar whatever postings we need to make as soon as possible. Bring applicants in, interview them, and appoint.
Right, and I mean, I would just like to say that in an ideal world, I would prefer to have an election, because I think it's important enough. We're representing ratepayers and constituents as elected officials. But that price tag is just not tenable. You know, our job as directors is to make water affordable, and this cuts right from our ratepayers. So I certainly will support the appointment process.
And an election's only a year off.
Well, that's the thing too. So 130-day window for an election. So let's say we decided, we voted on an election. That means that the new director is not seated until March, right? Is that right?
Yeah, that's 130 days to the election. Then the county still has time to count the vote.
Oh, goodness. Okay.
So it's still another, don't quote me on the time, although I know this is a public meeting, but it's still another 30 or 45 days or so before you actually get a new board member actually seated.
So that really would be crazy to go through an election and then you get somebody in April, let's say. That's only 6 months before the election would be anyway.
Right.
So certainly it's the best decision,
plan
and
for
I will support that. Yeah.
We have a motion? I'll go ahead and make the motion for appointment as soon as possible. Do we have a second?
I'll second that.
Second that by Director Elithar. We're good there. Did I make that motion clear?
Yes, one
Appointment.
clarification, we
Yeah.
put in the dates of, if moving forward, the dates would be the 17th of September for interviews and possible appointment time. That gives a realistic timeline to get all the advertisements and the postings and provide opportunity for people to fill out an application in time to get into the board agenda.
Okay.
So, and then I do want to just double confirm that whoever we appoint will have to run for election in 2026, yes.
And then again in 2028.
And then again in 2028. That's too bad that they don't, this is just an aside, but that's too bad that they don't just reset the
No.
cycle.
Yeah, they have to get back on the cycle.
Okay,
Right, and
Okay.
they don't have to run, obviously, they could elect not to run. and-
Right,
and-
exactly.
But the position next November would be filled by the election process.
right.
So the worst case scenario is we get a new board member, they lose an election, get a new board member, 2 years later, they lose an election, they get a new board.
Yeah.
As far as from a workload from a GM standpoint.
Yeah, that's some
Okay,
training.
thank you.
Well, thank you. So we have a motion and a first to move forward on an appointment process for the September 17th meeting / appointment. And with that, please vote. Motion passes 3-0. Thank you.
Thank you.
You gotta get busy pretty quick, it sounds like. Agenda item 2.2, CASA scholarship donation. Do we have any public speakers? Doesn't look like it.
No, sir?
And, yeah, you wanna present that?
Yeah, this is a real quick presentation. I believe Director Kirschbaum brought this up at the last meeting as an additional item to consider. Looking at the CASA and the CASA membership, we are a member of CASA. Obviously, it was no issue making a nexus to our industry for CASA, and looking at our previous donations, about $1,000 donation was typical. So in the staff report, or not in the staff report, but looking at it, that was about the range of donation that was typical. Obviously, it's at the board's pleasure, the range and the level of donation that the board wishes to make. We double check the budgets. We have the budget to provide a donation if the board so wishes to move forward. With that, it's at the board's pleasure and up to discussion.
Thank you. Comments, questions? Yep.
Yeah, I could support a donation of $1,000.
I can support it too. I just had a question, just a concern. Do we have any other organizations that we do this to? My only concern is there's multiple, CASA, Aqua, CSDA, multiple. It opens up where do we draw the line?
It does. Currently, we do our scholarships. That's the main one we do.
In-house ones, just
In-house.
okay.
The board usually looks at and doesn't always do something of either a table or donation with the Boys and Girls event, but that's a case by case, and it's not done every year. And then CASA, so it would be the third one that comes to mind, or maybe one that I'm missing, but those are really the only ones. Really scholarships that we support for our program, the Boys and Girls Club, which is more intermittent, and then this would be CASA. But again, this would be something that the board could look at on an annual basis.
Okay, so so this is an annual, this comes up every year. Do we want to
If you
support
wish,
this?
yeah.
Okay, and I'm with Director Elithar. I too can support that. Do we have a motion? I'll take yours as a motion,
Yes.
and I can second that. Any comment from you? Please vote. Here we go. Passes 3-0. Thank you. And thank you for bringing that up.
Yes, thank you for your support.
Okay, board committee appointees and representatives. Where are we at here? You want to bring that up, or do you want me to start it?
Sure. No public speakers, and with this, with the vacancy of Division 5, there's several key standing committees and an ad hoc committee appointed, and also an outside representation that has been vacated. So, working with the president, we discussed whether it's a temporary or permanent appointment, and per our policy within our ordinances, the president basically elects the slate. However, it takes a board majority, and in some cases, depending on what the slate is, could be a unanimous vote to actually approve the slate put together by the president. So I'm going off memory here, and Kirsten, if you have corrections for me, let me know. I believe the vacancies we have is the chair for Finance Committee, I believe the legislative committee members vacant, CWA representations vacant, ad hoc committee representations vacant, the alternate at EWA is vacant, and the U.S. Water Alliance member is vacant.
Well, that's impressive to do that from memory.
Did I get it right? I hope I got it
GM
right.
Gumpel, I'm
So,
impressed.
did you write it
That's
down? So I know I gave.
I had it up there as well.
I
but,
know I gave it to you in writing at one point. So.
And with that, the only reason we wanted to bring this forward quickly is there's mainly two or three. There's three. The San Diego County Water Authority,
Yep.
ad hoc, Hillside, because we're in the middle of that, and then the finance.
Yeah, because of the 218 process.
Right. So with that, and I have reached out, I mean, I agree. And the other ones we can wait on, and that's what I'd recommend is those that are pressing, get to, and then after the appointment, then we can kind of readjust again. And talking amongst, I was just recommending, let me recommend whatever I'll put forth and we can talk about it. You have graciously offered to volunteer at the San Diego County Water Authority, which is time consuming and gracious of you, so I would recommend that with you on the ad hoc committee right away, ad hoc with Hillside right away, then I can chair the finance committee.
Yeah. And with President Pennock chairing the finance committee, it actually meets the statutes. It doesn't matter today with the minimum quorum here, but we do not need a unanimous, because it basically, our ordinance says no member of the board can chair more than one standing committee, so.
Right, I know, yeah, so that, I kind of looked at that. So with that, County Water Authority, Finance Committee, and ad hoc for Hillside, those are the three pressing one, the other ones we can wait. That's my recommendation moving forward.
Sure.
Any discussion, comments, questions? May I have a motion? Is this a motion with an approval?
Yeah, and there's a resolution.
Okay, so move forward with that motion. Do I have a motion to pass that?
I'll move that recommendation.
Recommendation as presented,
I'll second.
seconded by Jeff.
Kirsten, what's the resolution number, please?
It's 1700.
So approval of resolution 1700 for the water authority. So it has to be included within the motion.
Because of, yeah, thank you. Thanks for keeping me on my toes. I know I don't do all those, I'm not dotting i's or crossing t's, so thank you for doing the I dotting and T crossing, so thank you. And with that, may we have a vote? Motion passes. That was easy and simple, and we'll move forward on the other ones later. And with that, we're done.
Almost.
Reports, general manager report.
Yes, I have a few tonight. Obviously, I was going to introduce Kirsten, but she actually already met the whole board that's here today. So, but I want to welcome Kirsten. She comes to us from Valley Center. I am very happy to have her here. I'm very happy to have board support as well as support directly from me. And I think Bridget is probably even happier than I am. So not that she didn't enjoy supporting the board, but Bridget loves human resources. I know that's crazy, but she really does. And I think she's happy to get back to human resources. So with that also, our 218 mailers leave this week. At the end of the week, I think Thursday or Friday, probably by Monday, it will be in people's hands. We have a tentative, as promised in the board retreat, a public workshop on 9/16. It's going to be advertised on social media. It's on our website. We're pointing people to the 218 notice, having them sign up for the workshop. It is something that we're hoping to have. Obviously, if there's no interest or very low interest, we still have committed to reach out to the few people, if there's only few, that have interest and answer the questions directly. 10/1 is going to be the board workshop on the 218 process and the 218, basically our 218 that went out. Working a little bit backwards, we're planning on having a 9/16 board, finance committee meeting. The 218 will also be the highlight of that meeting. So there's a chance that we'll have a 9/16 finance meeting earlier in the day, and we'll have a public workshop later that night. So, switching gears, 9/17 and 9/24, there'll be night work. There'll be night work for sewer cleaning on Rancho Santa Fe Road and San Marcos Boulevard, also on Los Posas and Woodland. So if any of your constituents have questions what's going on or why we have traffic control, we're doing sewer cleaning on those busy streets.
Which areas did you say? Las Posas and what?
Woodland, Los Posas Road and Woodland,
And the other one was Rancho Santa Fe.
and San Marcos Boulevard.
Oh, okay. What are the hours of the night
Las
work?
Posas and Woodland?
Yes.
Two different.
Two different, yeah.
Okay.
No, not interstate. Those, we're cleaning sewers down those streets.
Okay.
Yeah. Eric, will you help me out on that? Are they starting at midnight or when do they start?
Typically, they start around like 9 p.m.
Okay.
And then they'll go to about 2 or 3 in the morning.
Okay, thank you. And last but not least, you did get an email from Jason about the emergency repair. So we had an emergency repair on sewer on Rancho Santa Fe Road near Bradley Park. That work is ongoing until it gets repaired. We'll bring that forward once we're done with the repair with a report to the board.
So a quick question on that. You mentioned like some repairs torn up the center median and thing like that gets expensive. Does that fall on us?
Yes,
So all repairs and replacing trees and center median and curbing and all that?
all that
is
falls on us.
Vallecitos.
Yeah, all that falls on us. So if you have a main break and when there's damage, all that falls on us. The times that usually we get some type of reimbursement is if there's a driver that hits one of our appurtenances, usually happens around 2 or 3 in the morning, believe it or not. That's when our fire hydrants get hit. And usually that person's arrested for various reasons, and we could sometimes get reimbursement for those. But normal repairs for main breaks, it's something that Vallecitos pays for.
That all falls under, wow. Okay.
That concludes my report. Thank you.
Thank you.
Question for you about if we have a community workshop, which probably 50-50 chance that'll happen, but is that something that it would be good for directors to attend, or kind of what are you thinking about that?
Directors are welcome to attend on a voluntary basis. It is a community workshop, but I encourage directors to attend, but it's completely voluntary. The directors will see a different version of the same thing at the board workshop, and the finance committee will also see a modified version of the same community workshop. So the community workshop will be focused on educating the community on the value of water and the value of the services provided by Vallecitos and the reasons for the change in rates and what Vallecitos has done to offset those changes and work on reducing the impact to our customers.
Do you have an idea of how many people you would need to really make it worth having it?
Yeah, I think we put a goal down. There was a discussion at the retreat also. It's somewhere between the 10 to 15 range. So we're
Okay.
not setting the bar at 30, 40, 50.
Yeah.
Or if we get 15 people or more, we're definitely moving forward. If we get under 10 or, that 10 to 15, I don't know yet. We'll see the type of questions and the people who come in. If we get under 10, we can meet with them individually and just answer their questions.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. District Legal Counsel.
Thank you. Just briefly, I don't know if you all received the legal alert. I'm not sure if Nick touched on this last time, but that the Pat's case, the City of San Diego 218 rate case, did come down. It was decided by the local court of appeal. It was the companion case to the OTI rate case. And the court, in this case, struck down the City of San Diego's tiered rates. It continued kind of the OTI theme of putting on a stricter requirement relative to showing the proportionality of the rates, i.e. that the user was causing the increase. That case talked about when you're using peaking factors, using instantaneous data to show when the usage was occurring versus what the city and OTI had done is used historic kind of data for peaking charges. Tell you that there was a 70-page dissent at the Court of Appeal on this decision. And so now there's a real split of authority amongst the circuit or the Court of Appeal circuits. And so, our folks, Lutvia and that group, are thinking maybe the Supreme Court takes this up and cleans it up. And this has kind of been a steady trend ever since the Orange County case of really increasing the scrutiny on public agencies related to their rate studies. So our rate study will be really important. Luke is working with Wes and his team on the rate study and preparing for the rate setting hearings coming up. So it's just another case in what's becoming a litany of 218 cases that have been held against public agencies. So,
Who brings those forward? I mean, who initiates those?
oh, it's ratepayers. There's imagine this, a group of ambulance chasing lawyers who
So that's what I
who
figured.
specialize in those rate cases. It's kind of a small group bar associated with those claims, but.
Thank you. Interesting. Appreciate that. No, San Diego County Water Authority, yes.
I can provide some report on that. So the San Diego County Water Authority is moving forward with their rate long-term financial plan. They're putting a long-term financial plan together because they're looking at going out for debt service as early as next year in 2026, and also to protect their rating. So if their rating gets downgraded, their interest rates go up, and their long-term financial plan is hopefully to show the rating agencies and future bondholders that they're stable and they have a plan, they have an outlook. So they're working on that. Along with that, in parallel, they're working on their rate structure. And we've talked to the board about this. San Diego County Water Authority is looking at moving commodity rates into more fixed rates. So even though overall rate increases may stay at a certain percentage, the fixed percentage may go up significantly and the commodity may go up much less, and it'll affect different agencies in a different manner. So they're still moving forward on that, and they're trying to get something in place before 2027. Verbally, officially, there's no official date on that. So with that, I'll be working with our new rep, Director Kirschbaum, on the Water Authority agenda, which just came out about an hour or two before this meeting. So I haven't reviewed it myself, and kind of handing the ball over to Director Kirschbaum for future reports.
Interesting. Thank you. You know, when you in the beginning, you mentioned they're going after debt service to recoup for debt. So they can, when you say that, you're just raising the rates to recoup from the cost of money?
No, they're going to get a loan to pay for infrastructure and operating, or more infrastructure improvements.
Okay, not to pay off current outstanding
No.
loans.
Which is about $2 billion.
That's what yeah. 2 billion with a B.
Would it be? Yes.
Thank you. All kinds of exciting things going on. ENCINA wastewater, we haven't had any meetings. I have one next week, I think.
Yeah.
And Jim's not here?
CIC, I believe, met this morning.
Yeah, maybe that's what broke his car. He had to go to Encinitas in downtown. Standing committees, any standing committees meet? It's been a nice quiet summer. Directors' reports on meetings, conferences, seminars attended? None. Other business? None. Comments, future agenda items, anything? No comments? Just a warm welcome again.
Thank you very much.
Thank you
I
for giving
appreciate
poor
it.
Bridget a break, she's tired. Appreciate that.
And I forgot to mention, I want to thank my staff, my team, and Jason Hubbard for holding down the fort. The district did not burn down, and I didn't get too many complaints. No,
Too many?
I didn't get any complaints from the board
You
or
got-
staff, so.
They don't want to say it ran smoother with you gone, but they
So.
just, you know.
No, it's okay if it did. So,
Well, thank you. And I don't know if it's out of line, but this is the place, but I'd love to, so you came from Valley Center? Can-
Yes.
Can we ask you to say a little bit about yourself? I don't know, I'd love to just,
Sure.
why, yeah.
I have two kiddos. I have a 9th grader and a 12th grader. We have a boxer that's about 2.5 years old who keeps us very, very busy, and I grow plumerias. I'd say that's a.
Is that what I was saying? Is that one of them right there?
These guys are here.
Wow.
Been before the Valley Center Municipal Water District. I was at the City of Escondido on their planning commission. So I sat as their minutes clerk for about 3 years prior to being at Valley Center. So very happy to be here and great welcome so far. And
Oh, wonderful, thank you. So you're from North County, you live in North County?
born and raised in Oceanside.
Oh, really? Okay, well,
So
welcome.
much nicer of a drive.
So what colors of plumerias do you have besides beautiful pink orange over there?
Absolutely every color possible.
Really? Wow. And your boxer's name?
Red Onyx. He's a black boxer. So we've had a Sabbath, an olive, and now
Does he wear a leg?
We've tried. I think my daughter has tried.
Well, truly welcome. Thank you. Glad you're here. Appreciate
Thank
that.
you very much.
Any other comments, questions? Anything else? If not, we're adjourned.